Welcome back. The last time I left you, I'd ran out of screws, and so I couldn't finish it. I couldn't videotape last night because the kids were doing homework and running around through the house, so I went ahead and screwed on the last shelf. As you can see, did the shelf here, and then I made my 7th shelf. There's just barely enough space, so my 6-tier rack has turned into a 7-tier rack. So all you need is another 1.5 of these, because unfortunately to do a 28, 17, and 17, I needed an extra piece for a 17. So I had another 2x2 lying around from the last project, so I just used it in the middle. So that was my other frame. I'm going to screw the leftover 2x4s that were left from the side rails, because I cut the 96 down to 72 inches to make this rack. And these are almost perfect, so they'll have just a little bit sticking over the edge of it, so I'm hoping that will give it a little bit more stability, because I will drill here and here for the wheels, and then right here for the piece to go into the piece. So I'll put my wheels on either side, and then I'll drill through for the piece. So all this is attached, so I'm going to do this next, then I'm going to attach the casters, and then I'm going to go back and show you how I've decided to do the spacing on my shelves to get the metal rails on there perfectly. So without further ado, let's get this party started. You will need a step ladder of some kind. I have a 2-level step ladder, as well as those little benches. That to come over this side. I'll start over here. You can barely see me. Alright, so what I did was I made sure that the 2x2s are even with, or the 2x4s are even with the 2x4s here. And the little bit of a lip is almost perfect on both sides. I'm not making it, perfect, but I'm doing the best I can. So I'm going to drill a hole here into the 2x4. So I put my battery on the drill. Y'all are gonna have to love my videos. I'm scatterbrained as all get out, so I'm at least entertaining to watch. So this right here, and I'm using quick release drill again, and now I'm going to use the 10 by 2.5 screws to screw the 2x4s to the 2x4s. The impact drill works a lot better for this. Alright, so now I'm going to screw the back one in, make sure it's even, and making sure the board is in line with the back board, so that way everything's even, or as even as I can get it, I should say. Alright, so screw these in on both sides. I'm going to do this side first, then I'm going to go to the other side. Make sure your board's even on the other side before you screw the second one in. this is the last chance to make sure it's level. So, grab the level again. Because this is going to house a whole bunch of rats. That's about as level as it's going to get, honestly. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, now since I've drilled it into both sides, I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill the 2 holes in both of them, since I've already done it. Since the other end secured it, I don't have to worry about it moving on me now, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill both holes and then just screw them all in. Alright, so once I'm done with this step, we will move on to the caster wheels. That's one reason I like the impact driver better than the screwdriver one, because this one will just keep powering through. The other one will just strip your screw. Alright, so now my base is on there. My tongue is this slide underneath of it, so I have enough space for that. So now I'm going to go get my caster wheels and bring them up here and screw them on there. To make sure I get them even, I'm going to measure. Alright, and for this one, I went to Lowe's and got special 1-inch screws, as well as I'm going to use 2 of the 10 by 2.5s, and then I've got these interesting screws. They're 8s. They're number 8 1-inches. It was suggested by the guy at Lowe's to use for this sort of thing. So we'll see if the guy from Lowe's knows what he's talking about. Last time I just used a 1-inch screw, but this time I went with something a little bit more, So basically, what this is going to do is, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put them too close together. I guess I could do that right there, couldn't I? Yeah, I guess that would work. Put it like right up there, so that way it'll go right into the side of the board. That seems like a plan. Alright, so now I'm going to pre-drill the 4 holes. Alright, so I drilled the holes as best as I could. These ones are going to go in these holes back here, which will go into this 2x4, which I'm hoping will give me stability, considering this is a 7-tier rack. I want as much stabilization as I can get. And then I'm going to put one of the pretty screws in each of these inside holes because they're not going into anything but this one 2x4. So with that being said, they should be quite sufficient to hold these in there. I think I might need a different drill head or drill bit for this. I think I'm just drilling out the screw bit. So now that's almost practically stripped. Wonderful. Well, it came out pretty easily. There you have it. Alright, so I'm going to finish doing this real quick and then I will be back.